Hello, everybody. I'm here with Peter Berkos. Is it Berkos or Berkos? Berkos. Peter Berkos. I never get that right. It's been years, Peter, and I still get it wrong. Well, Peter Berkos is a Hollywood guy. He won a little award. It's called an Academy Award, right?
Academy
Yeah,
Award.
you won an Academy Award. That's a big award in Hollywood. It's the biggest award. And he won it in 1975 for doing the sound effects for the Hindenburg, George C. Scott movie. And Peter is going to be one of our guest speakers for our upcoming Writers Conference in July.
Looking forward to it, yes.
And I just wanted to introduce you all to Peter, and we're excited for him to be there. He's going to share some amazing stories of Hollywood and give us some insight in the back rooms and what happens in Hollywood. So we've just been sharing stories for the last 2 hours here at lunch in Rancho Bernardo at Cafe Merlot. This is one of our favorite hangouts here. Yep. And Peter, would just name several people that you've met in your career. You did 300 films, 300?
Yeah, approximately. Yeah. A number of TV shows as well. And I've had the opportunity to work with some of the big names in the industry in the golden era. Yes.
The golden era, like Orson Welles?
Orson Welles.
Wow.
I spent a whole day working one-on-one with Orson Welles. We did a picture called Touch of Evil.
Okay.
And we'd filmed mostly at night using a lot of generators and so forth to generate light. Consequently, our dialogue track was unusable. So that meant calling my actors back to redo their dialogue under an operable situation. In other words, in a room where we didn't have a lot of background noise.
Right.
And Orson was one of them that had 68 lines of dialogue to redo. And I was going to work with him one-on-one to redo the 61 lines or 68 lines of dialogue. And then in the morning, 9 o'clock, I was in my little recording studio. And he came in, and he said, "Good morning." I said, "Good morning, Mr. Welles." And he said, "Good morning, Mr. Berkos." And we started to work. Now, one thing with Orson, he knew what I was doing.
Right.
He knew why it was necessary to do and all that. So he was an easy man to work with. And I had to direct him on repeating his lines. Now, you don't direct Orson Welles.
Oh, this is great.
But it was a matter of having to replace the dialogue he was going to repeat into the lip movement. So sometimes he may say it a little faster than he did on the screen, originally, or slower, whatever. So I had to make sure I would say, "Well, Mr. Welles, I need that a little slower with a pause in between." So we do it. So we went, oh, by the way, when he came in, he had a cigar that had to be a foot long. And he smoked that thing the entire time.
Right in that room.
And it was just he and I in this tiny room, and the engineer safely up in his booth. So anyway, so we did the 68 lines, and when we finished, it was late by the time we finished at night, you know. And when we were leaving, he said, "Good night, Peter." And I still called him Mr. Welles.
Yeah, smart idea.
Yeah. But that was a good relation, and I enjoyed the day with him. And you hear him on the phone to many business, some business that he had to do, and it was good to see the interaction of a star of his caliber with the people around him. But he was a good man to work with, primarily because he knew what we were doing.
Yeah.
I've had the opposite with people who never looped lines. That's called looping lines, by the way. And they come in and they didn't understand why we were doing it, and they argue every line. I did that all right on the stage. Why do I have to do it now?
Yeah.
You know? And but here's a man that, well, he produced, direct. He knew exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
Made it easy. Yeah.
So Peter's got. This is just one story. I mean, he's done so much in Hollywood, and his career is stellar. I've had the opportunity to sit down and hear some of his memoirs that he's writing, and they're individual short stories that you can't even believe are real. They're just so fascinating. He's just a fascinating man, and he's been blessed. God has blessed him with that career, and what he's done and accomplished. And so we're gonna celebrate with Peter at the Writers Conference, July 7th through the 10th. Peter will also be at the VIP dinner to meet and greet 25 lucky people that get into this VIP dinner. So make sure you register for that. It's gonna sell out quickly. That you'll be with Peter, and William Paul Young will be there, author of The Shack. And we're excited, Pastor Tracey, Armstrong, myself. This is going to be a big event for San Diego. We haven't had a conference like this that I can even remember or know about.
I'm looking forward to it.
So Peter's looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have a good time telling stories and really just imparting blessings upon those that are attending this conference to say, you can do it. You can win an Academy Award.
Oh, sure.
And you can do all of these things and change the world. So bless you guys, and we'll see you in July. Bye.
Bye-bye.